welcome to the second half of my League of Legends roundup, where I will be covering the LEC Week 3, Day 2, as well as the LCS lock-in quarterfinal games. The first half of this video, like I said, will be about the LEC, the 5 games that took place. We had a couple doozies in here and a couple blowouts. Every match was even on paper going into it. We had the bottom 4 teams in my power rankings against each other, and we had 4 of the top 5 teams against each other here. So it was a interesting quintet. Is it quintet of games? As I do for every video like this, I take notes on the key moments of the game. They're not necessarily made so you can read them off the board, but for me to be able to read them off the board to you, I take notes of the key moments and give you to the nearest minute of when it happened. So if you want to watch it yourself, you can. Saves you time from watching, say, a 36 or 37 minute game or whatever. Or even if you don't want to watch a 35 minute game between XL and Astralis, I can't blame you for that. Nevertheless, let's get started. We have BDS and SK. BDS threw the first punch going top lane, would take a cloud. There's a trade of kills and bot at 8 minutes. 11 minutes, BDS would get a pick, turn that into an Infernal. Needless to say, BDS are up 3.5k gold and a couple kills by 15 minutes. So they're cruising. They're making things happen. Nuclear Int had a role in the first 2 skirmishes. He was making a difference. He ends up being the MVP because not many kills happened, and he was very active on the rise when it mattered. BDS eventually get a soul in this game, in part because they were able to take the Cloud and Infernal in the early games uncontested. Nuclear Int would solo kill Gen X at 18 minutes. BDS would then get a pick in mid, turn that into a Mountain Soul uncontested, Mountain Soul point. So at 20 minutes, BDS are up 5-1, 5k gold. Nuclear Int has 100% kill participation. SK would get a kill in mid at 25 minutes. BDS would respond with an uncontested Mountain Soul. So, if you notice here, SK did not risk a single player to stop any of these Drakes, and that's why they lost. I mean, you got a lot of problems on this team, don't get me wrong, but if you're not going to put anything on the line, of course you're going to lose. Just they're rolling over. They forfeited without FFing at 15. 26 minutes, BDS would get a pick, take the Baron, go up 8k gold, and end the game through bot and mid. The score was only 8-2. A very low kill game. Not a lot of action after 20 minutes. I mean, SK rolled over in this game. They did not even... I mean, I don't even know what the hell they were doing. Honestly, it was not a good game to watch. It wasn't very competitive out of SK. And BDS now are 3 and 4. I mean, shoot. They're turning it around. They're taking advantage of the teams that are around them in the standings. Maybe if they can keep doing this, they'll be the team that gets into 6th place or whatever, making the playoffs because they beat the teams they're supposed to beat, sneak a couple games off of the teams above them. I mean, right now, that's what they're proven to be. They're one of those teams. Second game, XL and Astralis. The game started by XL going top lane and also getting a 2v2 kill and bot. Patrick ends up being the MVP in this game, mainly because he did pretty much all the work throughout this game. If there's multiple kills, just imagine Patrick had a role in it because really he did. Astralis would go bot lane to try and right the ship a couple minutes later. So at 10 minutes, XL have a slight gold lead. Astralis would then go top. XL responded by taking the Cloud. Nothing would happen for the next 6 minutes here. If you can see, I've got a pink and a brown line that indicates no fighting occurred between a Cloud Drake being taken and then Astralis taking the Mountain. XL go top at 20. That extends their gold lead to 4k. A few minutes later, XL were able to take the Ocean off of a pick. Eventually, they go to Soul Point. Astralis make a pick. At 26 minutes, XL force the Baron. Zanzara steals it. Nuke Duck gets a double kill on Vigar in response. He brought out the Vigar in both games this weekend after it got buffed. Afterwards, XL go to Soul Point. So now they're up. They're up in gold and 7-4 in kills. At 30 minutes, there's a trade of kills in top. XL get a pick after the reset, take a Baron, 5.5k lead, and then end through bot, 11-5. Final score. I talked real quick about these two games because they're pretty straightforward. Not a lot of stuff happened. I mean, 16 kills in 35 minutes is nothing. And 10 kills in 29 minutes is nothing. These two games featured the 4 lowest teams, and it looked like it out there. There wasn't exceptional outplays or decisions or just a stomp. Like, these teams are around each other in the standings and in the rankings for a reason. This is an odd game. We had Misfits absolutely smoke Mad Lions, crushed them. Started up from 2 minutes. Misfits got a 2v2 kill in bot. Harit got a solo kill on Gwen, I believe, or I think it was Gwen. Gwen in the Gwen Renekton matchup. So already they're up big. They turn that into an Infernal. Eventually they take the Cloud Soul in this game. Mad would respond by getting a pick. There's a lot of disrespect going on from both teams over the next few minutes. There was pick plays back and forth, where teams weren't respecting vision and getting picked off around the jungle or rotating lanes. 15 minutes, Misfits would win 3-0 in River. Shlatan was the first of multiple double kills in this game on Lee Sin. He ends up being the MVP. That turns into a Hex Tech. They take the Rift Herald. So Shlatan's all over the damn place, taking Drakes, taking the Rift Herald, getting kills. By 17 minutes, Misfits end up winning a team fight 3-2. Harit with a double kill. Before 20 minutes, Misfits are already at Soul Point after getting a pick play. I mean, the gold lead was only 2K, but Misfits were really active around the Rift, and a lot of that had to do with Shlatan. He was doing work. He was a busy bee out there working on Lee Sin. Misfits would get a pick in mid lane, and then at 23 minutes, Shlatan would get a double kill as part of a 3-0 team fight win, where Misfits took the Baron. That Baron power play pushed them to a 9K gold lead and a Cloud Soul. Misfits end on a Vithio double kill through mid lane. Final score 21-5 because there were a couple kills around the fountain towards the end. However, it was just a slaughter by Misfits. I mean, like I said, it started at 2 minutes. They got 2v2 kill in a vacuum down in bot lane. Got a kill in a vacuum in top lane. I mean, Mad Lions really had nowhere to go. And the Akali was too much for the Victor in mid. Reeker is not somebody that I'm too confident in after 7 games. I mean, he is definitely a downgrade from Humanoid, and I don't know if the Mad Lions that we saw last year are going to be the Mad Lions of this year. I don't know if Kaiser and Arma can carry him or El Yoya. We'll see, but I think he might be the weak link on their team. And, I mean, Misfits are now tied with them, both at 4 and 3. I mean, I bet I might have, I don't know, because Vitality lost to Rogue, I don't know if I'm going to drop Mad Lions from 3rd, but it's going to cross my mind. It's going to cross my mind for sure. I have to think about it. I have to think about how these 3 teams interact. I do. All 3 of these games, it throws me off. These power rankings will be interesting on Tuesday. Stay tuned for those. They come out Tuesday, like I just said. Next game, Vitality and Rogue. Close game. Closest game of the day, 11-8. Rogue throw the first punch. They go bot lane. The teams would then exchange ganks mid lane. Rogue would go top lane. So at 10 minutes, we've had action where Rogue have been into all 3 lanes already at 10 minutes. And Vitality has only went mid. And then Perk Soul killed Trimby on a pick. Turns that into a Mountain Drake. Eventually, Vitality go to Soul Point in this game. Vitality get a pick. Rogue go bot lane. 15 minutes. It's 4-3 Rogue. Only 1.5K gold lead. Vitality had a chance at 16 minutes to take control of this game, winning a team fight 3-0 between the top and mid lanes. In which case, Rogue responded not even a minute later with a double kill on Comp. Comp ends up being the MVP. He gets multiple opportunities in this game to get double kills. He was literally all the gold on their team. They were up big in gold in just his matchup against Karzi. Like, the gold lead's only 1.5K, but 1K of it is Comp on Caitlyn. He is dominating. Vitality take an Ocean. 20 minutes. It's 6-6. Rogue is up only 1K, and that is on Comp. Alfari with solo kill Odo Omne. Rogue take an Infernal. You see here red, purple, red, red, purple. There was no fights outside of objectives. And even then, these Drakes were not fought for. Rogue took an Infernal uncontested. Vitality took one uncontested. Then Rogue took another one uncontested. So teams were willing to give Drakes away. Rogue take a Baron inside of that window at 27 minutes. A 2-0 team fight win. Comp with a double kill to get it. After a couple Drakes were just uncontested and given away. Rogue get a pick at 35 minutes, take another Baron, and end off of that Baron 11-8. Close game, but Rogue come out on top. They're still undefeated 7-0. I mean, it's the easy part of my power rankings. They're moving them up. Now it becomes Fnatic's going to be 5-2, which I'm about to get to. G2 are 5-2, 3-4, and these two are 4-3. Where do they all fall into place? We'll find out. Even these guys, XL are 3-4. BDS are 3-4. Those two are on the same level as Vitality. In the record, I mean, not obviously on paper. I mean, hell, Vitality should smoke show them overall. Nevertheless, let's get to the last game. G2 and Fnatic. This was decided after 30 minutes. This game, it was close throughout. Very slow early game. The teams would trade kills in bot 1v1 in the bot river. They were fighting over the mountain. They traded kills. Neither one took the mountain until much later. 9 minutes. There's a 2-0 in mid for Fnatic. So Fnatic get out to an early 3k lead. They take an ocean. G2 would end up going mid lane. Caps getting a double kill to be able to regain that gold deficit, eliminate the gold deficit, take a mountain. They would win 2-0 in mid again a couple minutes later. So now G2 are starting to pick up some kills. However, Fnatic would go to Soul Point at 21 minutes. So now we're in a situation where Fnatic are at Soul Point for Cloud, and G2 don't have a big enough gold lead to really offset it. G2 would end up getting a pick at 27 minutes to be able to further the game 5 more minutes, which is what they needed. 3 minutes later, Jankos gets a double kill on Xin Zhao, leads to a Baron, which then leads to a Cloud and push the game off farther even more. And this is where the game was decided, was that play there where Jankos got a double kill. In doing that, in that team fight, they were able to take the Baron, which pushed the game off 5 more minutes, and that's when the kills started happening and fighting actually occurred. Because 33 minutes, G2 are up 8-3, 3k gold, and Caps is the MVP because he had 100% kill participation at this point. 3-1 and 5 on Victor, and he played a big role in the final fight, which happened at Baron at 37 minutes. Fnatic would actually take the Baron, force it, take it. G2 killed them all, aced them. Flacked with the triple kill, Caps with a double kill. So Caps ends up being 5-1 and 8 on this day. I mean, G2 ends up winning 13-4 final score. I mean, there's a very close game. So maybe Fnatic isn't at Rogue's level, which we saw yesterday. Rogue is the team to beat, and then it is Fnatic G2 on their own level. And then it's Misfits, Mad, and Vitality in some order after that. That's what I'm going through in my head right now. We'll see on Tuesday about that in regards to the LEC. Now, on to the LCS lock-in. All right, now with the LCS lock-in, we had the Evil Geniuses against Cloud9. This was a easy 3-0 for EG. Much different than yesterday's games between Liquid and Dignitas. This straightforward. Game 3 was a little messy, but the first 2 games very straightforward. There was no back and forth where, like yesterday when I went over the games, if you missed them, I advise you to look. I mean, if you missed the games, you'd get an idea of what you're in for tomorrow. But the leader at 15 minutes in the first 3 of the 4 games yesterday lost the game, and they didn't have minor leads; they had big leads. And in this case, EG got ahead, and they did not relinquish the lead. Game 1, EG went mid early, got an ace in bot lane at 11 minutes. So this game was decided at 11 minutes, pretty much. This ace in bot river got Inspired and Jojo Pune double kills, which led to a mountain, and then it just rolled. from there. I mean, it snowballed. EG got a 2-0 and bot. I mean, C9 got a 2-0 and bot afterwards. Got a pick play to try and bring it up back a bit. But it was still 4.5K gold lead for EG at 15 minutes. They took a Hex Tech. They took a Baron uncontested at 21 minutes. So Cloud9 needed to fight there. I mean, the game was out of hand. What are you going to lose by not fighting there? It's 7K down by 21 minutes. I can't believe it. They allowed it to go through, and EG would win a fight after that, 3-2. Danny and Sven with double kills. Their gold lead ended up being 10K by 25 minutes, and they ended through mid 2-0 at 26 minutes. Very straightforward game. Excuse me, like I said, it was decided at 11 minutes. That ace was the game. Cloud9 had a chance. I mean, if they wanted to fight that Baron, they should have fought that Baron, and they didn't. So, game 1 was a loss. Game 2, C9 would throw the first punch and go mid. EG would take an Infernal. Then EG would get a kill in the 2v2 in bot lane. Danny and Vulcan outplaying Sven and Isles. C9 would then get a 2-0 in jungle, a Blabber double kill at 10 minutes, and then turn that into a Cloud. At 13 minutes after that Cloud was taken, Impact did a great outplay on Gwen, if you want to see it. At 13 minutes, that's the nearest minute, so anywhere between 12:31 and 13:29 is where that happened. He was on Gwen, and they tried to gank him, and he outplayed it 2-0 for a double kill. Simultaneously, within the next, before 13:31, Danny solo killed Sven as well. So, in that minute, the 13th minute of the game, EG went from being down to being ahead, and now they were 4K ahead with a 4-3 kill lead. They would take a mountain, and then they just extended their gold lead over the next few minutes. They'd go up to 5K by 20 minutes. By 25 minutes, I believe they're up like 6.5K. They're at Mountain Soul Point. Everything was rolling for them once again. At 26 minutes, EG would win a fight 3-1. Danny with a double kill, which set them up for a Baron at 27 minutes. 6.5K gold lead. Before that Baron was out, they would get an ace and end the game. Jojo Pune with a triple kill on Victor. So 14-5, very straightforward. I mean, the way I'm going over these two games is because it was straightforward. EG just dominated them. Game 3, C9 started out the game, well, let's put it this way, actually. C9 drafted kind of weird. I don't know how much LS played a role in this draft from Korea, but having Karthus in there was kind of odd. They did play Lux in Game 2 as well, which obviously did not give them results. So weird things out of C9, which is what we're expecting out of them this year, for the good or, in some cases, the bad. Nevertheless, 3 minutes in, Darshan was able to get a big advantage over Impact in the Action Gragas matchup. They would dive him top at 3 minutes, and Impact and Evil Geniuses were actually able to trade kills during that. 3 minutes later, C9 would go up there again. While doing that, EG took a Hex Tech. Darshan would then solo kill Impact at 7 minutes. 10 minutes, they would go up top again, getting Darshan with a double kill. So Darshan is really rolling by this point. 11 minutes, C9 are up 2K gold and 5-1, looking like they might take a game. However, at 12 minutes, EG would win a fight 3-1 in mid, which eliminated most of that gold lead. 13 minutes, C9 would take a Cloud. EG would respond by getting a 2-0 teamfight win afterwards. 15 minutes, it was 6-6 now. Darshan was 4-1-2 on Action. So Darshan hard carrying in the top lane, but it's not enough. It doesn't end up being enough. 19 minutes, C9 would actually get a little bit farther ahead by taking the Ocean and then winning a team fight 3-1. Darshan with a double kill to do so. EG would get a pick a few minutes later, then resulting in an uncontested Ocean. Excuse me. And then 29 minutes, the final fight ended up being 4-1 for EG in mid. Danny with a triple kill, and they were able to end before the death timers came up. So EG wins Game 3 pretty much on that last fight, because before that they are losing, and this game is anyone's game really. And in many cases they were losing. I mean, they were losing that top matchup hard. But they won. It was 3-0. I mean, maybe they took their foot off the gas because they're up 2-0. Tomorrow they're not going to be able to do that. I think Bwipo will. I mean, Bwipo could do very bad things. He did very bad things to Fake God yesterday, and I wouldn't be shocked if he did it. Well, I would be, actually. Impact is not Fake God. Impact is a quality top laner. But they can't allow him to get, going like they did Darshan in Game 3. Jojo Pune was the MVP. Triple kill here to end it. Double kill there as part of the ace. I mean, he was very active. C9 tried to put a lot of pressure on him in mid, and he was able to he was able to withstand the pressure and also carry, like in Game 2. So I made him the MVP. There wasn't really anybody that stuck out in all 3 games. Danny had a couple kills in every game, but Game 3 I felt like he didn't really show up until that last fight, so I didn't make him MVP. Impact, obviously, the play he had in the Game 3 was not good. Inspired really didn't do anything besides that first game. I mean, I'm talking poorly about, not poorly about the EG players. I'm just saying that nobody really stuck out for EG in this 3-game series where it was like that person carried the whole series, except maybe Jojo Pune because of all the pressure they were giving him, and he was able to withstand it. So, thank you for watching this video where I covered the LEC and LCS for January 29th. If you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. I do this every day for all 4 major regions. Tomorrow, obviously, it's just LCK and LCS. And then all the rest of the week, it is only, no, actually, I get my dates wrong. Why am I even saying that? So, tomorrow it's LCK and LCS. Yeah, thank you for watching.